Hi everyone, I'm Jacy from Craft Life, and I'm here today to teach you how to make a Rainbow Loom key cover on your monster tail. If you would like to make it on your Rainbow Loom, I have a video for it, and I'll put a link in the description box below if you would like to check it out. Today I'm going to show you how to make it for a house key. And I've had some requests on how to make this, so the supplies you'll need to make it are a monster tail, a Rainbow Loom hook or crochet hook, and rubber bands. Today I'm using orange and purple. So please get your supplies and we'll begin. To begin, you're going to want your red peg to be on the left side for hooking purposes, and we're going to take our first color, rubber band, and we're going to go from here to here and make an X, and then make an X from here to here. So you're going to take a rubber band, twist it on your finger, and we're going to start on the red peg, and you're going to go to this peg. So we just skipped one. Now we're going to go from here to here and make an X. So twist it around your finger, and now make an X. And push this all down. Now we're going to leave a space between these two pegs, and we're going to go from here to here and here to here. So take a rubber band, twist it on your finger, and we're going to start on this peg, the one next to the one that we just did, and we're going to go to the peg on the very end. So we just skipped one. And you're going to push that down. Now we're going to go from here to here and make an X. Okay, so now you're going to push everything down. And this does not count as a row. It is just your bottom X's. And so it should look like this. Now you're going to turn it so that the red peg is towards you. And we're going to start laying regular X's in a counterclockwise rotation. So we're going to start on this peg, and you're just going to make X's. And we are not double wrapping the rubber bands this time. We're just laying them in an X. Okay, so now we're going to bring our bottom loops over the top, and we're going to start on this peg, the red peg, and bring it over. And actually, I'm going to hook with my hook down because I don't want to bring any extra rubber bands over the top. So I'm just going to bring it over like this. And we are just bringing our double wrapped rubber bands over the top. And neither of these rows count as a row. So you're going to push these down. Now, before I do our first row, I want to show you that if you are making it for a larger key, you will need to do 5 rows. And if you are making it for a smaller key, you will need 4 rows. So you can work out whatever pattern you would like, but I'm just going to do another row of purple. And you're just going to go without Xing anything. Don't push them down, and you're going to go in a counterclockwise rotation, just laying them. Now we're going to bring our bottom 2 loops over the top on all 8 pegs. Now we're going to push this down. And I'm going to switch colors now. And I'm using my orange now. And I'm going to go around in a counterclockwise rotation without pushing these rubber bands down. And this is just my pattern, and you can do whatever pattern you would like. Now we're going to bring our bottom 2 loops over the top on all our pegs. Now push this down, and we're going to lay our next row. Now we're going to bring our bottom 2 loops over the top on all our pegs. Now push them down. And we've just finished our 3rd row. So now, if you are making it for a smaller key, you will only need to do 1 more row. And if you are making it for a larger key, you're going to need to do 2 more rows. And for my last row, I'm going to be doing a purple rubber band again. So now we're going to bring our bottom 2 loops over the top. And if that happens, just lay it again. And remember to not push down your top row, because you don't want to get it mixed with your bottom row. Now you're going to push it down. And if you are doing a large key, you will need to do 1 more row. And if you are doing a small key, you are done. Okay, so now we're ready to hook. And I started by separating my top loops from my bottom loops on all of my pegs, like this. And it will be much easier now when I try to hook the bottom loop over the top. And so what I'm going to do is on the red peg, since we did go in a counterclockwise rotation, we will need to hook in a clockwise rotation. So on the red peg, this loop, the top loop, needs to be switched to the bottom because it just does. Because if I bring the bottom loop, it will not look right and it will not hook the loop behind it. And so I'm going to take this loop, put it on my finger, and then with this one, I'm going to also put it on my other finger, then put this one down first, and then I'm going to put this one down. So I just took the bottom loop and switched it to the top, and took the top loop and switched it to the bottom. Now we can begin hooking. And what we're going to do is stick our hook in, grab our bottom loop, and bring it to the peg on the left side. Now we're going to start on this peg again, bring the bottom loop to the peg next to it, and we know that was our bottom loop because it hooked all the loops behind it. And if you want to know if you grabbed the right loop, you can just pull it like this to make sure that it hooked all the loops behind it. And we're going to do it again, check. Do it again. Check. And then keep doing this for all of them. Okay, so now on your last peg, you're going to stick your hook in so that it's facing the peg, not you. And then you're going to pull it up through, turn it around, place it back on, and pull one loop through the other. Now we can help our loops off. And as you come back this way, you may think, oh no, it's broken, but it's not. All you have to do is stretch it out at the top like this. And if it does break, it means you hooked something wrong, but it's okay. You can just do it again. So now we're going to take our key, and before we do that, we want to tuck this loop in because we are not going to cut it, because if you do, the whole thing could fall apart. So we're going to stick our hook in under that loop, under this loop, and I'm just going to pull it inside like this and just let it go. So just tuck it in inside and you're pretty much done with that. And now we're going to put on our key. Put it on our key. So now we're going to stick it in and start pushing it all the way up to the top. And trust me, you can push it as high as you would like. And now when you're adding on a key ring, you can either group the rubber bands in with it, or you can push the rubber bands down and only take the key. But you can do it whichever way you would like. And you're done. This is what it looks like when it's done. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you make some, I'd love to see them. My Instagram is CraftLifeUSA, so please tag me in a photo. And don't forget to like us on Facebook, put it on Pinterest, and subscribe right here on YouTube. I hope you're living a craft life just like me. Thanks for watching. Bye!